Well, we continue on with our alert day. We've got Doppler radar that is highlighting the end of our snow showers that are now beginning to wrap up, but certainly some slippery and icy spots will persist. Now that we're clearing out, it's going to turn cold tonight, back into the low single digits or mid single digits, depending on where you are. Still a few snow showers east of Toledo, those along the lakeshore. I do want to recap, though, what happened earlier today. Made mention of it going into the commercial break. We had just a real absolute crushing snow, lake effect snow band. Rare for our area that came off of Lake Huron of all. That snow band started just after lunchtime and really swept across the western shore of Lake Erie, Monroe County through the Toledo Metro. It was heavier along I-75 and east over toward I-280, where at times visibility really dropped with that heavier band of snow. Gave us a good fluffy inch to an inch and a half of an accumulation on top of what many areas received overnight last night into early this morning. We're starting to gather those snow totals. Many areas coming in 2, 3, 4 inches, just as we expected. Some higher totals farther to the east. Still actively snowing right around Oak Harbor, State Route 19 north up to Route 2. Seeing some of those snow showers, and many of our rural areas and county roads. Roads are going to stay snow covered tonight and through the weekend ahead, so extra caution if you're going to be out traveling. We do have some clearing that has taken place, especially west of I-75 and north. That should allow us to drop pretty quick, and I expect between now and midnight we're going to fall back into the single digits, and some areas outside of the city could end up close to zero as we get toward Saturday morning. The last of the snow showers are moving off to the south and the east. There's that little pocket of clearing. I do expect some clearing to stay in place through tonight and into tomorrow morning. So wind to chills with that brisk northwest wind, maybe up there around 10 to 15 below as we get into Saturday morning. Some sunshine Saturday morning, a cold start to the day, and then a few afternoon flurries, but no accumulation expected. Let's talk the cold and the impacts of that with meteorologist John Birchfield. John, it's going to get bitterly cold yet again tonight.
Yeah, Chris, whenever the temperature plummets after a snowfall like this, we do keep in mind there could be some refreezing and icy slick spots on the roadways, especially those bridges and overpasses. Our alert day weather impacts continue through the evening and overnight hours. Chris mentioned temperatures in the single digits to near zero. Well, the wind chill is going to be even colder. We could be talking -5 to -15 north and west of the metro. Snow is going to be ending, but some of those roadways may still be covered and slick at times. Use caution this evening for dinner plans heading out to high school basketball games. Snow is going to be ending. However, overnight could see some refreezing, especially with temperatures plummeting from the 20s currently, dipping down into the single digits to near zero. Could be watching some icy spots, especially bridges, overpasses. If you live in an apartment complex, those parking lots also likely to be slippery as you're heading out this evening. The rest of the weekend turning a bit calmer and more pleasant as well. Saturday's going to be cold. Sunday, though, I do anticipate some sunshine returning, and after a breezy start to the weekend, Sunday is going to provide some calmer winds and a slightly more bearable feel outside. Those wind chills at your Saturday morning going to be brisk and cold. We're going to be talking feels like temperatures near -10 in the metro, and look up near Hillsdale and Lenawee counties. The wind chill could be as low as -15. Boy, Chris, it's been a wintry week of weather. We had those sub-zero wind chills, several alert day storm systems, and now we're finally seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, at least for those looking forward to a warm up.
You know, John, it's been about a week solid, though, since we had our last winter storm, and then, of course, this taste of winter here. We could look back on this with the mild trend ahead and think that this may actually end up being one of the harsher weeks of winter weather all around this year.
Yeah, and even though we're going to remember this week in terms of recency, overall, the winter still fitting that mold of an El Nino winter with warmer than normal conditions, but still seeing some rain chances into next week as well.
We are, and many people are going to be thankful for that. It doesn't appear to be anything heavy as far as rainfall, but here's what we're watching, John, in the 10-day forecast. A few flurries that it will be expected Saturday, and as John mentioned, still going to be a cold day. Wind chills will be below zero in the morning, the high of 20 degrees, brisk breezy with a few flurries and light snow showers. Nothing that's expected to accumulate. 23 the high on Sunday, 33 on Monday. Now eyes on Tuesday morning, because we're expecting we may get an icy mix first thing in the morning. That's got some concern growing that we could get some minor ice accumulations or a glaze of ice before it does change over to rain into the afternoon. More showers Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That could be 3 days that'll be right around 40 or warmer. So that is a warming trend that will take us through the middle and end of next week. We'll have daytime highs back near or above average as we get ready to go into the end of January.